Hello, YouTube world. It's Miss Panda Pounds. Today is January 21st, 2018, also known as week 114, post-op gastric sleeve surgery. Okay, so let me do the stats real quick so I don't forget. I have them written down. So my highest weight recorded was 340, and that was on July of 2014. My surgery weight was 253, and that was November 2nd of 2015. Um, my lowest, I lied. My starting weight was 278, and then 6 months later it was 253. My lowest weight was 176, and that was December of 2016. And then all of 2017 was just kind of a shit show, and I got all the way back up to 196. But I am proud to say that as of today, I am down to 177, so I'm 1 pound away from being back to my lowest weight. My goal weight is 150, but I know that that might not happen, so my halfway goal is 165, and that is what I hope to accomplish this year. I'm giving myself a full year to get there so that I don't set any unrealistic goals. I am trying to go into this new year with a new mindset and just an honest approach of everything. Last year was a completely destructive time for me. I finally had to come to terms with the fact that I had an eating disorder, which was started by my gastric sleeve surgery because everybody was so positive and so encouraging that I became obsessed with other people's approval and needing to hit a goal for people to like me and people to be proud of me, which was something I created myself. Nobody put that expectation on me. I did that all on my own. I've struggled with food my whole life, but it did not become destructive or unhealthy, I believe, until this past year. I sought help finally in November. I went to a treatment facility and was diagnosed bulimic with anorexic tendencies, which I didn't even know was a thing. I didn't know you could still be overweight and have anorexic tendencies, but I had been binging and purging and restricting, and I had begun to excessively exercise. It was to the point where I was working out 5 hours a day, not for the right reasons, but as self-punishment. I began self-harming again. My alcohol got out of control again. I was using pills again. Like I said, 2017 was a very rough year for me. And I was hiding it from everyone that loved me. I was still receiving encouraging words and feedback because everyone saw that I was working out and eating healthy. What they didn't see was all of the things hidden behind closed doors. Unfortunately, the only person who did see that was my uncle, the man that I love more than anything, that I take care of. And that's ultimately what led me to seek help because I want to be here for him and I want to be the best role model I can for him. And I was slowly killing myself. So, like I said, in November, I sought help and I was in treatment for 3 weeks, and my insurance cut me. And the worst part about that was that I had finally unloaded all of my baggage and all of the trauma from my past, and which I had never done before. I had buried it really deep down and covered it with food and alcohol and everything else. So I finally brought it to the surface, and then before I could deal with all of it, I was sent home. So, needless to say, when I got home at the beginning of December, it was a very bad spiral. And it took me about a month to realize how destructive I had gotten once coming home from treatment. But I am so proud to say that I have been sober from alcohol and pills and weed, even though that's a topic for another day. I don't believe that's a drug, but I quit that as well. I have been sober since December 29th, so I'm almost a month clean of everything. Unfortunately, the eating disorder is not that easy. I am 7 days purge free, which is something to be proud of. No, it's not what I would like to say, but it's the truth. And every day I get up in the morning and I try to make it a great day. Unfortunately, I'm still body checking and weighing every day, which I am trying to get a grasp on, trying to weigh only once a week, trying to not criticize and critique every part of my body, every flaw. I'm trying to learn self-love. I'm trying to reset my brain. And unfortunately, food is the one addiction that you can't quit because you need it to live. So finding that healthy balance is where I'm at right now, and really just trying to love the person I am in the meantime before I achieve my goals weight-wise. I am going to be starting a recovery group through my church, and I'm hoping that going to that will allow me to work through my trauma instead of pretending it didn't happen, because it did. And until I thoroughly go through all of that and move on, I know that realistically I'm never going to be satisfied with how I look in the mirror, because when I look in the mirror, I still see all of that trauma. It's like I wear it on me every day like a second skin, and I don't have to live that way. So I'm working on getting through that. Anyway, so I'm hoping to get back on a schedule with YouTube and updating everybody, the good, the bad, the ugly. And I just wanted to get on here real quick and say that it's a new year, it's a new me, cheesy as fuck, but that's all I got right now. So yeah, that's all I've got right now. To everybody else, keep on keeping on. If you need somebody to talk to,